Hey guys, welcome back to the journey. This is Wolf. We are here for another episode of Split Mountain Ranch. Here is... I don't remember our dog's name. Sunny, that's right. Here she is. We're going to say this, that she is a she. We're in the evening time, 11:09 p.m. We got the pumpkins glowing. Got some lights around the farm here a little bit. I didn't oops, that's not what we want. I didn't recall that we left off at nighttime. I wonder if I forgot to save and exit last time. But man, the farm looks pretty dang good, I would say. Very happy with it. Very happy. Let's take a quick glance at what we got going on here. So from a farming perspective, I do not think we have anything left to harvest in any of our fields. And canola would be the only thing we could plant. I'm not sure about planting canola this year. Let's take a look. Do we own field 6? Farmland. We do. That is right over there. I think that's grass. And it is not really ready to harvest, even though that it says that it is. pH is really bad now that we've done precision farming. Let's start off that way. Let's throw, even though it's nighttime, let's throw down a little bit of lime. I don't know what you guys think about any of the nighttime stuff. I don't have a huge problem with it. Try to get some lime here. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Okay. Yeah, I don't, it'd be really hard to see. I'm not 100% sure, what this will render out like whenever we finally do upload the video. But we'll see. You guys can let me know in the comment section. Leave a comment. So, just let me, if I've got your attention here early in the video, I would really, really love to hear what you think. I would really, really love to hear anything from you. I would love to have a like. I would love to have a sub. I know that, listen, I ain't here to make a ton of money off of YouTube. It's just not going to happen for me. So it's not like I'm begging for views so I can make money. That really ain't going to happen. But what it does do is that if you sub, if you leave a like, if you drop a comment or something of that nature, it lets me know that somebody is actually watching, that they have a little bit of interest in maybe what I'm doing, and that would just mean so much to me. So if you are interested, or if you like what's happening, if you have any, just, you know what, just do the YouTube stuff, give me something, some feedback of some manner. That would be more than I could ever hope for. So we're gonna hop in here. We're gonna set up. If I can get backed around here appropriately, which I don't seem to be able to. We're going to set up a little. This trailer, or this spreader, is very hard to back up for some reason. It's very strange. Very strange. Let's do. Yep. And let's see what we got here. I don't know how big of a deal this is going to make in relation to this next harvest on this grass field, but we are probably severely deficient on some minerals on almost all of our fields. We're going to spend a lot of money on lime. I don't doubt that at all in this upcoming year or in this year that we're in, to get our fields set to where they need to be. I just don't know how far along a crop can be, like before the lime and or fertilizer that you put down like makes a difference. So we'll see about that. But again, I'm really, you know what, like I said earlier, I stumbled upon this map almost accidentally, but I really like it a lot. Like, I like it a lot. Very, very well done. Very scenic. Awesome with the trees placement and the types of trees that they chose to use for the map. Just could literally be my favorite map. That I've played on so far. And as you can see, we are going through the lime, which is completely expected. I mean, it was really bad in this field. If you remember last episode, we did get through the precision farming soil sampling that was required, and yeah, it was very much, these fields are not in good shape. Very much necessary. This field, I mean, we did not even get this field done. And nitrogen is bad as well. So we're probably going to want to put down some nitrogen before tomorrow as well, so that we can get at least as good of a harvest as possible. I'm still not sure yet what we may do in terms of the numbers of grass fields that we may need. You know, we've talked before, we put down the bunker. I'd like to do some chaff work, some forage harvesting. Maybe some silage creation. Yeah, just not 100% sure I have a plan, or at least a solid plan in mind yet. We'll go ahead and fill this up 100%. We're going to use this lime. No doubt about it. We have harvested fields that we can put lime on before we plant next. There may be some fields with crop in them that we can throw down some lime before we harvest that would boost our harvest. So we're not wasting money here. Get this lime down on this grass field, and we'll grab the other spreader and we'll put down some fertilizer to get it up to speed, or up to par. Then we'll have at least one field in really good shape, and may sleep through the night. Let's see what's up. Bottom line is that farmers work when the work needs done. You know? Can't just say, okay, well, you know, I'd like to sleep. No, that's not how it works. That is not how it works. Yeah, just that little section is going to take like 13% of the, yeah, 15%. But, and again, here on this field, at least good shape for now. It does need plowing, so probably when we get this next harvest done on this field, we will plow it. What field's ahead of us? 13. And that is just, it has been plowed. Let's take a look here once. pH is bad, but does not need plowed. So let's go ahead. We got lime. Let's go ahead and throw some lime down on this field as well. Nope. Why did that start? You know, in some of these fields, we need to make bigger. We absolutely do. This field, for one, could definitely be bigger. No doubt about it. There's plenty of room on the right side over here. We could probably put, you know, another 15, 20, 30 feet over there. We could definitely put down some or take down some trees up here on this end. You know, transport those to the sawmill and bring this field out wider, out longer towards the road. No doubt that we could do that. We're pretty good on that other end over there by that road. That's pretty good. So we would not need to expand that way. But we could probably take these trees out as well down here. We could probably expand this field both directions. That may not be a bad way to go. May not be a bad way to go. It makes more sense when we own the land, in my mind, at least, to spend the money, and it's very little money, to change the size of the field where that permits, and then do another soil sample, lime, get it in shape. Then it does go out and, you know, spend 50, 60, 70, 80, $100,000 on you know, on another field. So, you know, we could easily make this field bigger. So we need to be smart about what we're doing. Even though we're not as concerned with regard to our loan value on this map, there's still just some common sense things that make sense. So let's go back and grab our fertilizer spreader and get some fertilizer on that grass field there. We're definitely gonna need this spreader here. pH is okay, it's not good. So it shouldn't take as much lime here. I don't know what the heck it is I'm listening to. I don't know if we have enough lime. Let's use this lime up on this field. How about it? So here's a question. Wrong place. We're looking at field 14. Needs plowed. I feel like I should plow that before I put the lime down. I don't know that that's 100% required to do that, but I kind of feel like maybe I should do that. Do we have a light? Shh. Light here. I feel like we should have lights in this shed. Lights? Is that not a light? So how do we turn the lights on? Sure, how we turn the lights on. Okay, so this is where it'll get pricey. Fertilizer ain't cheap. Fertilizer, oops, fertilizer ain't cheap in the real world. Is that fertilizer? That feels like it's... I know that there were some difficult times locally here for some of the farmers. I was speaking with a friend of mine who owns a butcher shop and a store, and that was about a year ago, I think. And I usually buy a quarter of a beef from him or something. And he was telling me about his contact with the farmers that he buys his beef from for his butcher shop, and was saying about how a lot of the farmers were unable to afford to pay for fertilizer. It had gotten so crazy expensive that it's like they couldn't afford to fertilize their fields, which obviously, as we all know, significantly hurts. I'm not going to worry about that little strip I'm missing over there. Hurts the yield. But that's the condition that farmers were in, 2 years ago. Not a good circumstance at all. I will take a glance after we're done with this grass field. See if we have any other fields that are currently growing that we need to get some fertilizer into. Not sure right off the top of my head whether we have anything that we need to fertilize before we harvest. Hopefully not. What I'd like to try to do is just kind of roll into the month of September and get the fields plowed that need to be plowed. Get some seed in the ground that needs to be put in the ground, and see if we need anything harvested. That's what I would like to get done. Not going through a bunch of fertilizer here, which is good. But this should put this field in pretty decent shape. It's a bit unrealistic, probably because we're going to go and harvest this next month, I assume. So how much of a difference can this lime and fertilizer really make to the soil? But we can't control that. That's the way Farming Simulator works, so it is what it is. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's see what kind of progress we made. Yeah, so we're up to 130%. I should have looked at that before. About 130% yield is really good, especially when the field needs plowed yet. So that was well worth the effort. And let's just take a quick glance here. 5. So we got a lot of fields. 16, 2, 1, 8, and 4. 16, 2, 1, 8, and 4. Sixteen, 2. 2 is potatoes. 16 is sorghum. 1 is sugar beet. At the sunflower field. Yeah, 4 is going to be grass as well. We should get down and take a look at that field. That is down this direction. Probably will not keep it grass. I'm feeling like this is probably going to be sufficient. See, just look at that, man. The fertilizer is just bad. We should. Okay, so yeah, we should go up to the workshop. We need to put narrow tires on this quick. And we probably need to spread some fertilizer on any field that we have planted. That will take some fertilizer. That's probably just the best thing to do. Not so much worried about the lime. I don't have a lime. Can I do that from here? I don't have a lime spreader. That is, no. We're going to get rid of this shop, guys. I'm going to have to find another shop that I like better than this one. I can't get my equipment in here. What the heck do you do with a... Number one, like I can't get by there. Right? What do you do with a harvester? Like, how the heck does that work? We can put Narrow Twins on it. No, I'm not. Not for $5,000. I already paid for those. Alright, let's just go down here. I think this is maybe potatoes here. Oh, with that. It's a sunflower. Nitrogen, pH, both bad. Okay, so let's just take a look here. Expected yield 69%. 67, 66. Yeah, not good. Let's toss down some fertilizer. We can We can put lime in this spreader as well. It's only 8,000 liters. Means multiple trips. But let's just take a look then. Yeah, we're already up to 77%. Gained at least 10% on that. A little bit of fertilizer. Feels worth it to me. And we'll just be selling these sunflowers up, outright. Again, we're not really looking to do a lot of production related stuff. Let's take a look. The map here. Node 5. Why? I used to think you could see fertilizer. Yeah. It's perfect. Man, pH is terrible. Just terrible. So what do we got in field 4? That's the grass field ahead. Alright, so we'll go check that out. I'm gonna leave that little strip, I ain't worried about that. So this is a grass field that is presently, just presently planted. That is horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Get some fertilizer down here. It's only going to orange, so maybe that's just all that's required. I know I'm not being as completely efficient here on my fertilizer spreading. I kind of feel like it'd be really nice if it was like green. But so we knew this coming in when we did our precision farming, our soil sampling last episode. We knew going in here that we had a lot of work to do to get these fields in shape. They're not in good condition. And that is to be expected. There'll be less work next year on these fields, but this year it's going to cost us some money to get them in shape. That will pay off. Don't get me wrong, that will pay off. So we got to do fertilizer, we got to do lime, and we've got to do weed control in order to have these fields in their best possible shape. And weed control can really mean nothing in terms of practicality. It's a matter of a precision farming requirement to take care of the weeds with a See and Spot sprayer. Let's the See and Spot sprayer. So it's a matter of driving into the field, turn the sprayer on, and you're good to go. And I know that's silly, but that's the way it works. So all of this is helping not only the yield on the field, but it's also helping our environmental score on precision farming. So, you know, we need to keep at this on all of our fields. And we knew going in that, you know, we bought a lot of fields right off the bat, and they were going to take some care. So what do we got at field? Okay, field 3. 1. It's that way, yes. So let's go over here and look at our, what is it, our sugar beet field? Maybe? So we aren't worried about this field yet. This will get it. We are worried from a plowing and lime perspective, but we are not worried with regard to nitrogen. We'll get the nitrogen in. Whenever we seed, we'll get the nitrogen levels up to what they should be. Okay, so this one is going green, so we are getting a nice boost here. This is probably going to take a fair amount of fertilizer, but it's a small field. This one taken care of. Nice to see that nice green in the bottom right left hand corner of the screen there. It's 3 easy passes. This is another field where we could greatly expand especially this way. We could go a long way here. We could probably add 20%, 30% to the size of this field. Don't have to have this little road going here. Probably do that. Just trying to cut down on my fertilizer consumption if I can do so. So just to finish up here. Oh, that's not gonna do it. Whoa. So this looks about right. Kind of making our way around here. You guys have to let me know what you think about the nighttime episodes. There's potentially things that don't work good at nighttime, but I don't know. I have no trouble whatsoever seeing. I don't know what you all can see. What do we got here? This is the potato field. We can easily get our nitrogen up on this field as well. And about right here-ish. Just want to make sure we're still, yep, we're still at full width. Get our nitrogen up on this field as well. And this, I think, will even help going into next season. I don't think it will require as much nitrogen next year in this field as it does this year. We certainly know that to be the case with regard to lime. Lime is going to be the thing that is just going to be a killer. I need a lime fertilizer, or a lime spreader with narrow tires. That's what I need. Be the most efficient. Because then I could easily be putting down lime on these fields. I don't think I'm going to mess with lime on these fields. I'll wait till... I'm pretty much convinced that I'm probably going to plow nearly everything for this first year. And then we'll lime at that point in time. I don't think you can go wrong doing that one time. And again, on with precision farming, you don't want to continue that process. But I don't think it hurts you. I don't think it really hurts you one time to do that. So let's look at that one's harvested. 16. Is that the one that's sorghum? Let's go over to 16. Let this one over here. That's canola. Canola? No, that is sorghum. Okay. Alright. It's like canola. This is another field could greatly be increase in size. No doubt about that. We'll definitely be increasing these. So, you know, with regard, oh, sorry. With regard to the plowing, that's the other benefit of the plowing situation, is that we're definitely going to pick up a lot of size with respect to our fields in our first year when we're plowing. You know, so we need to plow anyways, almost in every field circumstance to make these fields bigger. So, yeah, might as well just bite the bullet, plow them all, get them all to the size that we want to get them to, and then reseed at that point. Kind of what I'm thinking. But this is going to help this year's harvest on these fields. Be able to put some grain in the silo. Which is what we're after. I think we'll just continue looking at these fields. Trying to save my fertilizer here a little bit. Continue to look at these fields, throw down some fertilizer, and then we'll probably call it quits for this episode. It's kind of a short one, but we'll kind of call it quits for this episode. And boy, I have barely got this wide enough. It's going to be good enough for this year. What do we got up here? 17. Is that wheat? That's already harvested. Do we own 21? We do not. So I think maybe we have taken care. There used to be, I thought there used to be a screen. And maybe that is no longer there due to precision farming. So as you can see, on most of these fields, so nitrogen is the top item. Even though we just put down nitrogen in most of these fields, and it will say perfect, you don't get the bonus on the nitrogen until you harvest. So the only right now the only thing that we got going for us is the soil sampling. Some of these have 0. But I do believe, with the exception of the harvested fields, like for example, if I go in here now, it's going to say nitrogen is perfect. See, that's perfect. But if you go into precision farming, it still says nitrogen is only half. That won't come around until after we harvest, and then that will come back. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait on some of this stuff to get the full effect of what we're doing right now. It doesn't happen overnight. Just does not. And I'm gonna reset this back to full width so I don't forget next time. Yep. So potentially next month we will be harvesting our grass fields and making hay. And then once we do that, that will set us up to be able to buy some sheep and get that part of the farm rolling. But we aren't there yet. I'm very curious, however, if I maybe made a mistake on a sprayer or spreader. I should have went with something. That one has 20,000. $22.9, even though it's a smaller working width. A lot of these are smaller working. Here's one here, 15. But it does take narrow tires. Wondering if we should have bought this one. However, you know, when it comes down to it, we are not really going to be needing to spread lime for the most part when we have a crop in the field. So it's not that critical that we have narrow tires on our lime spreader. So I think it's going to do it for this episode. Kind of a little bit of a shorter one. No cuts, no jump cuts, no music. Just a basic episode to try to get us rolling here. Get a few things done since we got our precision farming done last time. We got our soil sampling done last time. So we will be harvesting potentially. It may take 2 months. That's ready probably next month. Yeah. Yeah, when we roll into, well, it is September, so this is already ready to harvest. Yeah, I think this is going to be ready to go because we've just ticked over midnight, which means we would have paid our interest and I didn't even watch it. I didn't even see it. So yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to probably do some mowing, get some hay out by the mowers, get some hay made. Just can't get a matching set of mowers on sale. We'll get the mowers bought. We'll get the hay made. Probably do some plowing. We'll get the sheep, and we will. I think if we have time, we will get our first load of logs into the sawmill. We might even go 2 loads, maybe 10, 15 log trees is all it's going to take to cover our interest payment for our loan for August and September. We'll try to get that taken care of as well. All right, so let's go see what Sunny's doing. I think she needs fed supper wherever she may be. She'll come running as soon as we do this. She'll come somewhere. Oh, there she is. I don't know where she came from. There she is. Good girl. Alright. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hey, do me a favor. How about a like? How about a subscribe? How about a comment? That would be really awesome. We appreciate you. See you next time in this Halloween month of October. Bullfrogs in the background. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.